Hello my loyal companions and welcome to this episode of Rogue Revealed, where I'm going to reveal to you my settings that I use throughout my games. I have played around with them a lot and I think I found what works best for me, and I'm going to share that with you guys. So if you're completely unsure about, what sensitivity you should have or what sensitivity other people are using, here's my guide for what I found most useful for me. Again, it depends on you, so do play around with it, but let's see what I got. Okay then guys, let's jump into the settings. So for the display, my brightness I have at 50. I find the colours in this game are really vibrant, everything is pretty easy to see. The outline of different models come out really easily, so it just depends whatever's comfortable for your TV. If you've got a dim TV, then maybe whack it up. If you have quite a bright TV, maybe whack it down so it's not like all washed out. Motion blur I turn off. This is just a standard across most games where visuals are important. My save frame I have at 100%. The audio, I have the master volume at 75%, this doesn't really matter. I keep music volume on, just because I find the music is pretty good and the music doesn't affect too much when you're actually in-game. The sound effects volume, I definitely whack up to 100% because that's her footsteps and they're really important to hear. Voice chat I put at 60. I don't actually even use voice chat, you can see I have it off and push talk off. I might experiment with it on, maybe some people will say something funny. As for my controls, so I have my, ignore all this is all for mouse, that's not me. So I'm controller. I have my horizontal sensitivity at 7 and my vertical controller sensitivity at 4. So the reason for this is because I like to, when I'm not aiming down sights, move really quickly, look left and right really quickly, especially if I'm hip firing, I want that control, which is why that horizontal's at 7. The reason the vertical's at 4, and this will play into the ADS sensitivity as well, is because you don't have to worry a lot about height in this game. There's not a lot of height adjustment where people can be both above you and below you at the same time in the same frame. It's normally they're up there, or they're over here, or they're down there. So you don't need a lot of height adjustment normally, which is why I don't mind having my vertical sense quite low. ADS sensitivity, so the aim down sight sensitivity, is down to 50 for the horizontal and stays at 40 for the vertical. I pretty much equate these similar to 7 would be 70% or 70, and then 4 would be 40. Like, I think they're basically the equivalent there. The reason I tone it down a little bit for the horizontal is just because when I'm aiming down sights, I want to be slightly more precise with my movement. I don't want to be jumping too far. The key was that, and the acceleration boost I put at 25%. That's just the comfortable range I found for accelerating your flicks. Almost everything, and then the multiply by 1.5. Everything about sensitivity is all personal preference, really. These are the settings I found. I definitely experimented with the higher ranges and the lower ranges to see what was comfortable, but this is where I got to currently playing Rogue Company. ADS mode is hold, so I have to hold down my trigger to in our sight. Horizontal scope sensitivity I put at 50, so this, and vertical I put at 40, so this again is for when you're sniping. Or when you're like hard scoped down one of the other guns. This is just the comfortable range I felt. It was basically the same as the normal ADS. I do not invert my y-axis. I kept my vibration on. I didn't find it particularly difficult to play with, particularly distracting, so I did keep it on. My reload or interact buttons, this is important. This I put to press to interact or reload. Your other options are press to reload and hold to interact. That could be good, but I like the contextual tap, so being able to click and then whatever I wanted to do will happen immediately. So that is why I chose this one, and it's just easier to press to interact or press to reload. You could go for this one, but again, it's personal preference to what you want. Hold time I put, and double press time I put right down to the bottom. I want that to be the fastest input possible. For movement, hold to crouch off, hold to sprint off, and then auto sprint off. I didn't find the use for those. My bindings, I don't believe I mapped anything different to the base controls. The only thing I potentially would have mapped is my ping, which I didn't. So the open shop is still up on the D-pad and the ping is down the D-pad. I basically kept all this the same. Now the thing that's important with my controller specifically is I do have a SCUF controller, a SCUF Prestige, which means that my paddles, this one is mapped to A and this one is mapped to B, so I jump and I dodge with these. If I were to not have them, I again wouldn't change anything with it, with the settings, because the B button is useful, but the SCUF definitely helps me roll and be able to look around at the same time and jump and kind of look around at the same time, it definitely feels like an advantage. As for the gameplay settings, my quickcast is on, my language is English, my display damage numbers is on, so that means when I hit someone, I see how much damage I've hit them for. I turn a cumulative number display off because I don't want to see how much damage I do with, like, after, say I hit them like with 4 shots, I don't want to see the total of that damage. I want to see the shot per individual damage. Just personally, I find that easier. That's what I prefer. And then outline enemy is on. Social, I've got crossplay on. You know, I'm happy playing against PC players. Come at me, I tell you. My region is Europe, and my text chat is on, just so I can see if anyone says anything. Because, you know, if I want to say anything to the chat, like, hey, please go B, they all go A. Thanks for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to see more content. There's more content daily, so you may want to stick around for that. You could also follow me on twitch.tv/raddargaming, where I stream COD, and I also stream Road Company for you guys, so you can come and see what's up. Other than that, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.